I want to take you back to the Berlin TV tower, where I was standing at the top looking over the city. The view from up there was spectacular, the whole city laid out below me. But the real moment came when me and my buddy Mike went back down to the bottom and stumbled upon an optional VR experience. That experience pulled us back into time and showed us Berlin's humble beginnings, a stark contrast from everything that we had just seen in the clouds. That view from the top was beautiful, and it got me thinking about how much better the VR experience was because there was a voiceover telling the story. Voiceover enhances storytelling. And I want to talk about how voiceover can enhance VR storytelling, making the experience so much better. I'm Dane Reed, the voiceover guy. Check me out. So years ago, I snapped on a Galaxy S8 into the original Galaxy Gear VR headset, and suddenly I felt like I was standing in Rome. I visited Rome in VR years before I booked a flight to actually go to Rome and see it in real life. That same headset took me to stand in jungles with dinosaurs, walk the battlefields of World War II, and visit the Cuban town where my grandmothers were born. But back then, I knew something wasn't right. Looking at the world is not the same as experiencing it. Those headsets were heavy. The experience felt isolated, and nobody in my life wanted to strap on a computer to their face and disappear. My headset ended up in the back of my closet collecting dust, and millions of other people have the same experience where they tried it a couple times and that was it. In my opinion, that was a storytelling failure. The sound was flat. It didn't matter if the dinosaur was behind me or to the left of me because the audio just sat dead in my ears. Your brain stops questioning whether you are actually in the scene. That is what spatial audio is. And that's what keeps headsets on your faces instead of on the shelves. I've always wanted VR to be my secret weapon for learning Spanish, for example. Imagining practicing with locals in Mexico City in the market, hearing a native Spanish speaker's cadence in full 3D immersion. VR can actually help people learn things, but it has to feel like you're present in every way. One of those ways is someone actually speaking and guiding you through it. I love technology, but I think the Apple Vision Pro is some of the most brilliant engineering I've ever seen, and they still got the story wrong. They tried to position it as an everyday productivity tool from the couch, and that was a mistake. Apple is actually the best in the world in building a narrative around their technology, and they dropped the ball. The right move was striking exclusive deals with museums and schools and opening immersive doors. That is a product people understand immediately. It should have launched with a niche storytelling device, not a mass market product. And ultimately, no one bought it. Plus, I think $3,000, $3,500 as a price tag, I don't see how that was gonna do very well. And ultimately, it didn't. You don't need a Hollywood budget to build something that moves people. And you need to understand how humans perceive space, history, emotion, and storytelling. When you invest in professional voice work integrated into real 3D soundscapes, you're investing in the emotional core of a project. High-resolution textures alone will not make someone forget they are wearing a headset strapped to their face. But adding sound gives more life to what they're doing and helps to immerse them and forget that this thing is 5 extra pounds. When I think about my grandmother's village in Cuba that I've never been to. It's not just a collection of houses or a shop at the corner or whatever. It's wind through the village, whipping up some dust or something. It's palm trees. It's the cadence of the dialect that people speak specifically to that place. Technology is only worth it when the human element stays at the center. And if we want to keep headsets off shelves and on faces, we have to start prioritizing the ear just as much as we do with the eye. Have you ever had a VR headset? Is it in the back of the closet? What would you like to see more out of VR headsets? Is sound a big deal to you? Is storytelling a big deal to you? Leave all of that in the comments and I will definitely respond. I'm Dane Reed, the voiceover guy. If you like this form of storytelling, please like and subscribe, share this video with other people, come back as often as possible and look at some of my old videos, log on to my website because all of this is very, very helpful to the cause and it encourages me to keep doing videos and to know what I'm doing right and to know what I'm doing wrong. Again, I'm Dane Reed, the voiceover guy, and I'm gone. Peace.